You're a parent first, farmer second. Do all you can to make your farm safe for children. Visit cultivatesafety.org for help protecting the most important thing you will ever raise.
It's easy for birds, deer, and squirrels to find food in the summer when there are plenty of abundant fruits, veggies, and foliage out there. But when winter rolls around, wildlife has a bigger challenge finding food. There are many reasons to feed wildlife in the winter. The primary reason is to help them survive the cold weather and to remain healthy. There are also reasons not to feed wildlife. The most common one is that you encourage habituation. Always use caution when feeding wildlife, that they aren't becoming dependent or too familiar with you. Squirrels eat nuts, seeds, corn, most vegetables and fruits, and grains. Rabbits need a protected area to feel comfortable eating. Place small twigs and branches out for them from trees like apples, hawthorn, ash, hazel, poplar, spruce, and willows. Deer love apples, carrots, and turnips. They also enjoy eating bark, leaves, and hay. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
We'll have areas of fog early today, otherwise more clouds and sunshine with a high of 81 to 85. Patchy clouds tonight with patchy fog late and a low of 66 to 73. We'll start Saturday with patchy fog in the morning, otherwise a mostly sunny day, high 80 to 84. Then Sunday, a mix of clouds and sunshine with a shower. A warm day with a high of 84 to 86. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Some would say that this country is in the toilet. Some would even go so far as to say the economy is going down the drain. But we say, if water runs through it, we do it.
At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't make promises we can't keep. We'll be there on time, every time. We promise to work around your schedule and not ours. And we won't charge you overtime for nights, weekends, or holidays. So remember, if water runs through it, we do it. Mike Scott Plumbing, 237-2888.
Hi, I'm Sean Scott, owner of Mike Scott Plumbing, and I approve this message.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks, hour number 2 on a Friday the 13th edition. 622-9622 is the number to call to get in today. We're taking your calls to see what you think. Do you have any Friday the 13th suspicions? Are you superstitious about the day at all? Do you think it's much to do about nothing? A lot of people seem to think Friday the 13th, long considered a day of bad luck. It's created horror film franchises because of its bad luck connotation. It's up there with, like, walking under a ladder or seeing a black cat. You know, how many of you, if a ladder, will purposely walk around the ladder instead of walking under it because it's supposed to be bad luck, or a black cat, or breaking a mirror? I remember when I was a kid, I broke my sister's little handheld mirror. She was 5 years older than me. She's doing her makeup all. I knocked it off her little makeup table or whatever, and it broke. She told me I was going to have 7 years of bad luck. First off, how'd they come up with the designation of 7 years? 7 years of bad luck because you broke a mirror. or if if you cross paths with a black cat, you're going to have bad luck. Well, that would cause me bad luck every day because I cross paths with a black cat almost every day, being that my cat's black. I crossed paths with Bonnie this morning numerous times. But Friday the 13th has always been one of those negative connotations. Western cultures have historically associated the number 12 with completeness. 12 days of Christmas, 12 months of the zodiac, 12 labors of Hercules, 12 gods of Olympus, 12 tribes of Israel. 13, not so lucky. The ancient Code of Hammurabi reportedly omitted a 13th law from its list of legal rules. It's probably a clerical error, really, but superstitious people sometimes point to this as proof of 13's long-standing negative associations. You know, it even has a psychological term associated with it. This is a good trivia question. What is the fear of the number 13? It's triskaidekaphobia. Triskaidekaphobia. I can't even say it. Triskaidekaphobia. Yeah. Triskaidek phobia. Triskaidekaphobia. According to biblical traditions, the reason 13 is so bad is 13 people attended the Last Supper. Jesus and his 12 apostles. Judas betrayed him. The next day, of course, was Good Friday. That's the day of Jesus' crucifixion. 13 people at the dinner. Next day, Jesus is crucified on the cross. Judas was the 13th person. He was the bad person, according to biblical legend. Jesus was crucified on Friday. Friday was also said to be the day Eve gave Adam the fateful apple from the tree of knowledge. And it's also the day supposedly Cain killed his brother Abel. So you put that together with the number 13. Wow, now you got a bad day. I never really succumbed to that. My baseball number was 11, but I wore 13 a couple times. Wasn't that big a deal. You know, when you're new to a team and nobody wants the number 13, give me 13, whatever. Some people really take umbrage with the number 13. You know, in the late 19th century, a New Yorker named Captain William Fowler sought to remove the stigma surrounding the number. So he, especially having 13 guests at the dinner table, which is the unwritten rule, he founded an exclusive society called the 13 Club. They dined regularly on the 13th day of the month in room 13 at the Knickerbocker Cottage, a popular watering hole Fowler owned from 1863 to 1883. Before sitting down to a 13-course dinner, members would pass between a ladder and a banner that read, Moratoria to Salamatus, Latin for those of us who are about to die, salute you. These guys were really testing fate. 4 former presidents, Chester Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, Theodore Roosevelt, all would join the 13 Club's ranks at one time or another. Of course, some of the other things in pop culture, an important milestone in the history of Friday the 13th legend, in particular, occurred in 1907 with the publication of the novel Friday the 13th by Thomas William Lawson. The book tells the story of a New York stockbroker who plays on superstitions about the date to create chaos on Wall Street, because they don't have enough chaos on Wall Street. So this book had to create some. And he made a killing in the market. Of course, you all know the horror movie Friday the 13th that was released in 1980. Introduced the world to the hockey-wearing masked Jason. It's best known for that's probably the best-known superstition movie, or for the number 13. Multiple sequels came out as well. Comic books, novellas, video games, merchandise, and countless Halloween costumes to terrify little kids. On Friday the 13th, October 13th, 1307, officers of King Philip IV of France arrested hundreds of Knights Templar, a powerful religious and military order formed for the defense of the Holy Land, imprisoned on various illegal behaviors, but really because the king wanted their money. That's really, look, this had nothing to do with really what they were doing illegal. It's King Philip IV of France wanted their money. Some cite the Templars as the origin of the Friday 13th superstition, but like many legends involving the Templars and their history, you know, whether that's accurate or not, it's a little murky. In more recent times, a number of traumatic events have occurred on Friday the 13th, including Buckingham Palace being bombed on Friday the 13th in 1940, the murder of Kitty Genovese in Queens in March of 1964, cyclone in Bangladesh that killed 300,000 people in 1970, the disappearance of a Chilean Air Force plane in the Andes Mountains in October of 1972 on Friday the 13th. Tupac Shakur met his demise on Friday the 13th, on the 13th day, Friday the 13th of September 1996. And the Costa Concordia cruise ship, remember that, the crash of that when it flipped over on its side and everything, killed 30 people? Well, that happened on Friday the 13th, 8 years ago, 2012. In January of 2012. So, in the grand scheme of history, that list I just gave you is very small. But that's what people use to say, ooh, look at the bad things that happened on Friday the 13th. Anything bad ever happened to you on Friday the 13th? Is it one of those days that you just say, whatever, it's Friday the 13th? 622-9622 is the number to call. We're going to take a short time out. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, and we are confident you will be pleased with the results. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, join us at the Ocala Elks Lodge, 25th Avenue in Ocala, any Wednesday at 7 a.m. and enjoy a breakfast on us. For more information, check OcalaBusinessLeaders.com. Ocala's Appleton Museum of Art has reopened to all visitors. See the world-class permanent collection and special exhibits, including photographs by Bruce Mozart and mixed media by Christina Deanne. Hours are Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sundays, noon to 5 p.m. The museum is closed Mondays through Wednesdays. Masks are required, and visitor occupancy is being monitored.